Hi everybody, it's Linda, and today we're going to be doing some multimedia. So I have my GenCraft paper that I just applied to a stiff board, and I put some tape around it to give it just like a little border. I have these Kuretake paints that I'm told are not real watercolor in the sense that watercolor is produced, but they are fabulous paints. I really enjoy them, whatever they are. They're more opaque than some watercolors, and they come on really nice. So the first thing I want to do, and this is going to be an abstract, I'm going to be using the paints. I'm going to be using Uniball pens, my Micron, some Staedtler pens, and I'm also going to be using the Inktense. So the first thing I want to do, and I will be probably drawing maybe what I should do is, I'm going to flip this over because I just want this to be the bottom half. So since I just started, I'm going to do the bottom of this with water so that when I apply the paints, and I like to call them watercolor paints, but listening to somebody that did some investigating on them, they're not the true watercolor paints. Whatever they are, they're beautiful paints, and I like them. And that's what really matters. Okay, so here we go. We're going to do this. And then I am going to, I have here, what is this? This is a 12 round. Okay, so I'm going to wet my brush, and I'm probably going to be using a lot of different colors. So I'll get some greens, and I'm going to go and do some circles like this. And just apply that like that. And this is a fun activity that I really think anybody can do. Let's get some of this lime green that I love. And we're going to go like this. And do that. Maybe what we'll do is put some blue in there. Grab some blue. Blue and lime green look really nice together. Probably need more water. So I'm just going to spray it. There we go. Plenty of water. And mix that together. Get more blue and just dots around. Maybe some in here. I'm going to try to keep this video down to at least 25 minutes, but it's not always easy, but I'll do my best. Okay, so I'm going to, instead of doing that, I'm just going to spray the paint, spray the paper. Okay, so let's get this green, and we're going to do another circle, and we're going to just go around like that, move it around. Let's get some of this yellow, and we're just going to go in like this. Some darker green, and we're going to go around it like that. We're just going to cover the paper, and then I'm going to add some of this around here like that. There. And then I'm going to let it flow together like this, and it gives it a different appearance. Let the water just flow. that. And I'll clean that up. And now we have this. And what I'd like to do is just maybe move the paints like so. So I dried this, and after I dried it, I got the idea, instead of doing what I had originally thought of, I'm going to turn it into a whimsical landscape. So we do have some smudges, a little bit of paint here, but we will make something do out of that. So I'm just gonna, we don't have to be worried about perspective here. We're going to so this is going to be the front. No, this is the front. Actually, I don't like what I did. So I'm going to erase this, because that makes no sense at all. So this is the front, and this will be the side. And we'll have some windows here, and a front door coming here. We'll do some windows, bigger windows, a big window here on the side. And we'll do a tree over here. So we'll have a tree coming out. Oh, what am I doing? This is silly. Okay. We're just going to have a tree coming like that, and a stem. We're going to do house coming here. And I'm not worried about perspective, as you can see. And we're going to go down here, do a small house with a whimsical roof. And over here, we're going to do another house. And it's going to go up like that. Some windows and a front door. This is an unusual house right here. And we're going to go up like this, down like that. And this is going to be a whimsical roof. And then some trees. So we're gonna put trees like that. We'll put some bushes back here. Put some trees there, like that. Some trees here. And let's see, another bush. We'll make it a bigger tree. And this is just a whimsical kind of landscaping that just came about And then what we're going to do is continue with the first thought of using some multimedia. So we're going to make the roofs all different colors, and I don't have a palette or anything to work against, so we're just going to be brave and just go with it and not worry. And I apologize if this video is a little bit longer than I had anticipated, because you know there's other things that are going to go into it. So let's grab some of this pink beige and we'll add a little pink to it. We'll come in here, give this house a nice pinky beige look. And then we'll go into this one. And this kooky little house is going to have needs a little bit more. And it's just a kooky little fun landscape. Okay, so then we're going to get some gray, which is not gray. I think this is raw sienna. And just like that, we'll fill it in. And we'll go back, get that pink mixture, and we'll paint this house pink. And you can use a thinner brush. I'm going to go down like that. There we go. And then we're going to go back in, get a little bit more of the beige with that. And I'm going to make it just a little bit lighter on this side. Just a little bit of this to go around so they kind of blend together. There we go. And let's see, this house, maybe we'll put a little bit of this in here. Up. I should have let that dry. I should not have gone as close to the other house with the wet paint, but I'll fix it. Okay, that was not good. So we're going to let that dry and then we'll come back. So let's go over to this house over here, and we will go give it a gray, lighter gray roof. Okay, I'm gonna dry that and I'll be right back. Okay, now that I've dried the houses, I'm gonna paint these two because they're not near each other. And I'm gonna take a little bit of this red. And you have to understand, I'm on the road, so I don't have all my supplies. So I'm just going to do a little mixing. I'm going to go down like this. And like I said, we're not worried about perspective. This is just a whimsical kind of activity. Okay, now that we're going to let those two dry, we're going to go in and do some of the trees. So we're going to get some of this green, and we're going to come in here. And outline it, and then we're just going to spread that around. Maybe add a little bit of yellow. Do that. Add a little bit of some blue to this one. To give it a little bit of dimension. And let that mix together. Okay, we're going over here, and we're using a different green. It's more like an olive green. I think that's probably what it really is. And we're gonna mix that around. And maybe what we'll do is add a little bit of yellow. Wet my paints. And Get some yellow. Around the outer edge. And then just mix it in. Like that. Okay, let's go over here. We got this green. And we'll just take some of our paint off. Let's get some light blue. And we're gonna add that around and let that. We have this beautiful bush down here, Florida. It's called plumbago. That's it. Plumbago. Look them up. They're great. They're beautiful bush. And I want my son to get it because it's gorgeous. Okay, so let's go in here with this lighter green, and we'll go up here. And it's like a mustard. I'll bring it down here. Why not? There we go. And then I think what I'm going to add to that one is maybe one of these reds. Let's get this, and we'll just put a little bit of the red around, and then just drop some in. There we go. I like that. And we want that to spread. Okay. Moving along. We need to probably dry this soon so that we don't blend the colors like I was doing before, because I was impatient. And with watercolor, as many of you know that are following me, you really need to dry it before you proceed on to the next color. So what I could do is paint this rather. So I think I'm going to go in with like a pink, which has other stuff here in it. Let's wet it down. Okay, so let's go in here and just make this a fun little, cute little house. There we go. And it's time to dry it so we can proceed. Okay, so let's finish these trees and then move on to the next step. So I think we'll wet the paints and proceed on. drop some. We're not wet enough. Some of this in here. There we go. Loving it. Okay, and then we'll get some of this lime green. Bring it down. And we'll add some blue to that. Come over here, get some blue. And we'll just go around the outer edge and see what happens. Let it just bleed into the tree. And then down here in this space, I think I'm going to add some more greenery, but I'm going to use a hooker's green just to fill it in. Make it look like a bush in there. And we're going to have to let that dry so that when we put in the next green, it's not bleeding. Okay, let's get this one over here. We'll put hookers over there too. There we go. And this one is kind of dark. I think I'm gonna try to lighten it up a little bit. Add a little bit more. Might have been too much yellow, but that, you know what? That's okay. I'm kind of liking it. I want this to be bright, fun, and whimsical. And we'll pull that up like that. And you know what? We'll just mix it all together. There we go. Because Linda should have dried it. All right, let me dry that. Okay, so I used gray in these homes. I'm going to use a little bit of darker, this black. I'm going to put a little bit of black in here. And then I'm going to color all the doors differently. Get this black off. Okay, so we'll go with this house. We will do a, what should we do? Maybe we should do a gray house, a gray door. We'll do a gray door. Why not? And we'll do a gray door with this. No, you know what? We're going to use like a red. Get a red for this one. Not worried about it being perfect because this is a whimsical. This is going to have that pink, burgundy pink, whatever it is. Because I'm not looking at colors right now. Names of colors, rather. I'm just going with the flow, as they say. I'm going to go over this. I'll have to let that dry. And then this one, let's go in here. We'll do that. I like that burgundy also. We'll go in here with the burgundy door. do the same in here. Make the neighbors happy. My son's front garden is coming out beautiful. Really nice. That's the one thing I miss about owning a home, is working in the garden. I used to love it. Plant my flowers and wait for them to grow. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is put in some tree, what do you call them? The tree, whatchamacallits. You know what I'm talking about. Do we have any more? Put one over here. And pick up some of that. Pick up some of that. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is take out my pens. Move this over, and I'm going to need my glasses. So we're going to go start outlining and these homes. And I'm using the Staedtler 0.5, and I'm going to give it a shingled roof. And then we're going to go like this. Okay, we're going to outline this house. And we're going to go with this kooky little roof. And we're going to do this. Because it's a kooky little roof. And then over here, I'm going to outline that one. I'm going to think about what I'm going to do there. I'm going to go over here. There we go. I'm going to go down here like this. And then we're going to go around the windows. There we go. So we got most of the homes. Let's get the rest of them. And let's do the doors. The rest of the house. These windows. Front door. Okay, let's tackle the trees and the bushes. We have to do this one. And it's okay if you go further out from the tree. Okay. So let me see, did I get all the, yes I did. This one needs a little bit more. I'm gonna bring it out like that. Okay, now it's time, oh, let's do this side. We need to add a little bit of some dimension to underneath the line of the roof. So I'm going to use black and just go underneath the roofs like that. Just give it a little shadow. I'm going to go around this again. And I'm going to come over here, a little shadow. Like that. Okay, the sky is going to be like a blue and yellow, but I'm going to, you know what, I'm going to do that first. I'm going to get out some blue and yellow. And, okay, so I went and got a styrofoam plate because I'm not home, and I forgot to bring my palette, so that's okay. So we're going to just go in here very carefully. Like this. And I know if I put the yellow in there, it's going to turn green. Put this down. And just go in with the tip of the brush carefully. So we're going for the whimsy. So I want to make this a rock house. I did a rock house over here, so I think what I'm going to do is shiplap on this one. And then over here, I'm going to make this a rock house as well. And I switched over to the Staedtler because they seem to be working better on the, they still, as you can see, they sometimes have a hard time also. So we'll just do the front of this house with the rock. Okay, I did the rock on the entire house, and I'm going to do some whimsical stuff across this roof. Okay, so we got that done. And let's do some side cross. And do this. It's a kooky roof, but that's okay. Yeah, okay. So we are done with the homes. Excuse me, sorry. So what I'd like to do is some, actually no, I know what I want to do. Now I'm going to take out the Derwent, I'm not sure if I'm even pronouncing it correctly, but I'm going to take out these Derwent Inktense pencils. And I bought 36 of them, and I'm in love. So we're going to just outline some of these areas. With the pencils. So I decided to just continue with the iron green, and I'm just outlining where where there was like droplets of different paints and the way that the paint moves. So I'm just going to outline the rest of the sky with these different shapes. Okay, in case you have heard, my grandson is awake, so I am going to leave you here like this. This is how I am going to finish for now. He's being pretty good. He just woke up. You know what? He's quiet. I'm just going to go over these one more time because I put some gold. I changed my mind after I put the white in. I didn't like it. So I put the gold in over it. Let's see. Go over this. This was fun. Very different. So, this is our little activity for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Let me take this tape off before he starts screaming. You know what? Let me go get him. I'll be right back. Okay, let me take off the tape. Very gently. Let's see how this looks. Hey, you. Okay, I'm going to play with you. 1 second. Okay, so here we are. Let me move this. Grandma just did a painting and she pulled her desk thing out. Okay, so here it is. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And now I'm going to go play soccer with my little grandson. With that, have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye-bye.